Thank you very much for everything that you do. I'm so appreciative. I love my life since I've connected with you and your teachings. I have done some wonderful creating. I've created a career that I love. I've brought lots of money into my life. And that has allowed us to buy our dream house and remodel it. And what brings me to this is that I love creating. I'm having great fun doing it. And I'd really like to take the creating to the next level. And the impetus for this is, quite honestly, real estate. I want to add to my dream house collection, one in La Jolla and one in Northern California. And what I'm finding is that I'm getting in my own way by trying to figure out the path of least resistance through which that will come. And I'd like your help in terms of how to clear out that path, that resistance that I'm obviously creating.
Well, your opening words really exposed that to us when you said, I want to take it to the next level. And we wanted to say right back at you right then, there is no next level. Once you understand it, then it's just applying it over here and over here and over here and over here and over here. In other words, there is no next level. Once you know how to desire a parking place and expect one and get one, you can create any number of magnificent homes or empires or relationships or improved bodily conditions, anything that you want, because it is the same application. Just let your life experience cause you to want it. Now, when you say, I want to take something to the next level, we want to say to you, and we always start with you about this. In fact, we harass most of you at the beginning of every seminar when we say, are you among the rare humans who have come to appreciate the contrast of your time and place? Because it is the contrast that takes it to the next level. In other words, you have to have exposure to experience that causes the desire to focus within you, you see. And it feels to us that you've already done that. In other words, you've already taken it to the next level. The next level, that vibrational escrow is full of the next level and 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 the next level in terms of the way you are saying the next level. And so when you say, how can I take it to the next level? We want to say to you, you've taken it to the next level. The question must be, how can I allow myself to receive the next level?
Yes.
And we say, don't see it as the next level. See it as the most logical thing in the world. When something seems hard, you're not allowing something that's already created to flow into your experience. So let us give you a little clearer definition of this.
Please.
So how it works, this law of attraction thing that we know you all know, but we'll chew on it just a little bit more here, is that you are an extension, you and your body here and now are an extension of source energy. And out here on the leading edge is you, not just you and your body, but all of you. In other words, the source that you are, this eternal being that you are, is actualized right here in this leading edge space. Time and space. So here you are having exposure to experiences, to contrasting things, and those experiences cause desires to be born. Desires like, I would love a house in La Jolla, and I would love a house in Northern California, and I would love whatever. So as those desires are born, now here's the part that we really want you to hear. Vibrationally, it has already become. In other words, your exposure to your contrasting experience and to all of the details that you've been gathering along the way have caused this vibrational paradise to already exist. It's done. When we peer into your vibrational escrow, we don't wonder why you're eager about it, because it is magnificent, you see. So when you understand that it is so done, it's so completed, because of who you were before you came into this body and because of what you lived since you got here, vibrationally, those homes now exist. And now your work is to just vibrationally get up to speed with it. So if that's what you mean by taking it to the next level, we want to say it that way. Well, I want to take it to the next level, Abraham, which we want you to mean, I want to get up to speed with that house that has already been created and is waiting for me.
Yes.
And we say, how would you know that you are getting up to speed with the house? Well, it excites you to think about it. It thrills you to contemplate it. You're salivating over it. You're feeling appreciation of it. That's how you know. But if you are worried about it, if you are impatient about it, if you are frustrated about it, you're not up to. And so let the new words be, rather than I'm going to take it to the next level, say my contrast has already taken it to the next level. And now I'm going to allow myself to achieve that level by reaching for thoughts around this subject that feel good. And that sort of answers what you were worried about there when you're trying to figure out the avenue through which it will come. That's clearly not your work. But it can be fun to anticipate the avenue. In other words, if it makes you feel excited to play with ideas about how it might come, then do so, because that's just an allowing exercise. But if it frustrates you to try to figure out how it will come, then don't play that game, because that's an exercise in exaggerating the resistance and not allowing the energy. Make sense?
Yes, and I know that the universe has infinite more ways in which it can come that than I could even think of.
Well, we would like to say that even in a stronger way. We would like to say to you, it is an absolute fact that it is created, and there are endless ways of getting you to it and it to you, but you got to chill out. In other words, you don't have to figure out how and where and who and what.
Right.
You just have to be vibrationally up to speed with it. You have to be vibrationally ready for it, which means when you talk about it, it's got to make your heart sing. When you describe it, when you describe the essence of how you will feel when you are there, when you imagine being there, when you just teleport yourself there mentally, and you think about this place that is there, and it's in a magnificent setting, and it is so beautiful to see, and it is well staffed so that it is always well cared for, and when you arrive, it's ready for you, and you just cannot wait to get there. And when you are there, you just feel enveloped and embraced by it. In other words, as you start having those kinds of thoughts, then you smooth out all of the things. We think that one of the things is holding you up in it is that your life already feels a little overwhelming. And when you think about all of these other things that you're adding to it, there's a level of resistance that just comes along with all of those extra properties, and all of those extra things will have to be tended to along with them, you see. So as you chew it over in your mind, and you imagine not only this beautiful place, but this beautiful place that is well staffed, this beautiful place that you can well afford, this beautiful place that is there just to accept you, then you've worked the bugs out of it vibrationally. And then the universe, fast as you can have those visions, is not only orchestrating the place, but orchestrating the staff. Not only orchestrating the staff, but orchestrating an effective staff. Not only orchestrating an effective staff, but orchestrating the wherewithal to pay for the effective staff. Even picking the leader who will choose the effective staff. In other words, all of that is lining up for you. But so many of you think that you have to get into the nitty-gritty of it and do the details of it in order to justify your well-being, and you do not. Yeah. In other words, if you the work that we want you to do, the work that really is at the basis of the question that you are asking us, is you want to find the feeling place of being worthy of that life in that house, deserving of it. And it's hard to get there when you see yourself through the eyes of others who are seeing you, because almost no one wants you to live like that. They don't want you to live like that. It's greedy, uses up too many resources, and makes their life feel paltry. You see, so you have to find a way of factoring everybody else's opinion out of this, and you just have to find the essence of what I would feel like living in that place. And when you realize, Think about what you've heard already as we talk about the contrast causes you to launch the rockets. That vibrational escrow, sometimes make a decision to have an out-of-body experience where your inner being gives you a glimpse of your vibrational escrow. We think it'd be good for all of you. We think it'd be really good for you to get a glimpse of your vibrational escrow, because when you get a glimpse of it, before you can see it, you have to feel worthy of it. In other words, you can't see it until you feel worthy of it, even in your dreamscape. So make that an intention. Start writing this down. Inner being, in my dream state, in my out-of-body excursions, I want a glimpse of my vibrational escrow, which means I want to work my way into a place of such worthiness that I have full view of it. And as you let that be a vibrational challenge or goal, and as you begin to accomplish it more and more in your dreamscape, then you'll begin to see it filling in your life experience.
That's great. Thank you.
We can feel from many of you, you are powerful creators. This is quite a cluster of energy here. It is impressive to find you all in one place. You are accustomed to things going well for you. And even though in some cases they've not gone as well as you want them to, your expectation is way above the human average. In other words, you are expecting good things for yourselves. And if you will begin playing with this vision of vibrational escrow, you'll begin to clean up your vibration in a very powerful way. And here's the magic of it. First, I must accept in my human form that there is a vibrational escrow that belongs to me, and that it is vibrationally encoded to me, and that nobody else can swoop in and snatch what's in it. In other words, nobody can get the stuff that's in your vibrational escrow. You put it there and it's only for you. And so once you begin to get a sense of it, we want you to start feeling it like true escrow, like a nest egg, like a bank account, like a savings account, like an inheritance, like something that has been tucked away that is there just for you. And like so many of those trusts that you only get to start spending, and once you reach a certain stage of life, this vibrational escrow requires vibrational alignment, which you can achieve anytime you want to. But start making yourself consciously and vigorously aware of this vibrational escrow. And don't try to put stuff in it. It's already full of magnificent stuff. You can't help but put stuff in it. Let your work be about getting up to speed with it. Let your work be about opening the vortex between where you are and it. Now that's a vortex worth opening. And people who are watching you, once you get your foot in that door, those who don't understand about vibration and those who don't understand about their own vibrational escrow, they'll be annoyed about the disproportion of good stuff that flows your way. So you got to work on factoring them out right away, or teaching them. You've got one too. I just figured out how to get my foot in the door. And once I got the door open, it's just flowing into my experience. Many of you are already beginning to see that, aren't you? Once you get that door open, it just comes and comes and comes, and you wonder where it always was. And we say it was always there. You just got the door open, you see. And when life really gets good is when you have this personal relationship with this vibrational escrow, and you dictate when and where the stuff reveals itself to you. In other words, I know you're there, and I know I'm worthy. That's a given. And let's see, when might you fit nicely into my experience?
Thank you. That is the piece I needed. Thank you very much.
Well, it's right out there on the leading edge of creation. And there's not 1% of 1% of the population who's ready to hear that, but you are.
Thank you.